Hello, 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 everybody. Let's take a minute. Let's talk about this Roadhouse Blues. It's been talked about probably a decent amount here on YouTube. There's no question about that. Maybe even I've already talked about it at some point, but this is a little refresher video to remind you that sometimes less is more. So grab an A harmonica and let's talk about this song. It's a classic from the Doors. John Sebastian's playing harmonica on it. Like I said, A harmonica, second position. What I want to point out is something really simple. Um, I want to point out the main riff that you'd really want to get down if you want to play this song. Before I do, I'll just mention that got a great membership going. I'll put details in the video description. I finally fully organized everything, all these classes and all these notes. So I'm excited to share it with people. Down the road, I'll give you a new preview and tour of that. But I will put info in the description. So Roadhouse Blues is this song that, like, gosh, you can't uh, get away from it. If you're a harp player, you kind of want to know, have a clue as to what to do, and you'll hear it played in jams all the time in bars. It just comes up. You just be out and you hear this song. So what's going on is you want to focus on after the vocals come in. So we're listening to this song. Got a couple lines, not too worried about that. We're waiting until around the 24 mark of the song. Here we go. What does he do? If there were one line you're going to get, that's the line you want. It's not too hard, but it's not necessarily super easy either. Welcome to everybody tuning in live. What's up, everybody? Members that are tuning in, my YouTube members, appreciate you tuning in to this live stream. So I'm going to play it a couple times before I try to talk about anything. I'm just going to play it for you. You've got an A harmonica. This is my left hand. I'm sure it's flipping everything, and it looks like I'm doing right hand. This is my left hand. Playing it nice and easy for you. So grab that A harp. Try to notice the range of where I am if you've never tried to play this. Just try to pick up your harmonica and don't worry about it sounding exactly like me or like the song. Just worry about the range of where you are. Have you figured out the range by listening to the first note and the last note? Right? That hot spot of second position, 4 draw to 2 draw. So a warm-up could just be 4 to 2. Sliding down, pulling in one breath. Get your air out. Just make sure you can move 4-3-2, 4-3-2, step 1. A beginner can practice that part of it. Then once that's good, your next challenge is to tackle the first note. The first note's a bend, though. Pulls up from that 4 bend into a dirty 4-4-5 drop. So let you hear it from John Sebastian. Why not? How many people can already play it? Anybody here live is like, yeah, I got this down. This is easy. It's not as easy to get it to sound that fluid. So once you can lift from the bend, now you're starting to get the action off that intro. And you're bringing it to that 4-5 draw. You got to play it twice. Catch your breath. So once you've pulled it twice from the 4 draw bend to draw, we slide down to 2 draw. That's it. The next part goes like this. We got to find that note. He's moving back up. It's the second note of the blues scale, minor third there. It's a 3 draw half step bend. Yeah, it's such a cool song, you know. It's got that funky stuff going on in the intro, and some other things are happening, but this is the line you want to focus on. So, and And the final part, down to that 2 draw twice. Let's check our work. We go back. Let's play it again. All right, so let's pause. So this is an iconic line. It's the one that you'd want to get. If you're going to sit in and play it, work this out. The rest you can improvise. You don't really need to play around with getting an exact version of what John Sebastian played on the song, but it would serve you to learn that. You can try starting you can do a pickup note into it. You don't need to though. He's not really doing a pickup. There sounds like there's a tiny bit. Pickup note just means kind of like a quick note to introduce the line, like I'm starting like 3 draw 4 blow. But he's not really putting that much of an accent on anything as a pickup. You don't need it. You just want to go. Then the other thing you might want to practice is how he comes in. What's the timing of where the lick is introduced and how many times is it played? He plays it twice that are standout, sort of like play the first time you hear it, you hear it one more time, and then he's going to leave it alone, at least for now. So that's it. Take a bunch of these songs that you think you're going to play, whether it's a Doors tune, Leonard Skinner. There's all these songs that have cool harmonica in them that are not blues tunes, or iconic ones that just don't have any harmonica that you're trying to figure out what to do with it. They either have a little harmonica and you're like, I'm going to grab that harmonica part like this song, or there's like today, what were we doing? I just got off the lesson with my buddy Larry here. What were we talking about? Leonard Skinner. Oh, yeah. What is it? Here, let me just look in the, let me just give me 1 second. I'll tell you what it was. Good morning to everybody. Hope you're doing well. Here it is. Let's see. I was listening to, can't find it. We listened to Work Song a little bit, but there was a Leonard Skinner song, 2 Steps Out the Door. Is that what it's called? That sounds right. Give me 2 steps, mister. Yeah. And it's like, well, what do we do with that? So we had a conversation centered around like this song that he's going to be working on with his band. And he brought up a good point, which is like, I just got a shaker. I'm perfect. Bring the shaker up. You don't need to be playing the harmonica the whole time. No one wants to hear you just making noise in the background. So have something else you can do. Shaker is perfect. Another thing we talked about is just playing some unison lines that are played together with the guitar. There's some distinct portions where it repeats throughout the song. So I would listen for those iconic moments where there's a good point for a fill, where you play a quick riff between the vocals, or joining a guitar line if you really can nail it for a couple quick unison lines that can go over very, very well. And the rule really is less is more. So that's what I got today. Quick stream. Memberships is raging. It's in full gear, you guys. I cannot wait to I'll do a little preview at some point like I've done in the past, but show you the new portal and how convenient it is with everything inside, like the notes folder. I've organized everything to match up perfectly. It's just, I didn't realize how much I know I had a lot of content, but I just didn't realize how deep the content went and how varied the topics were. It's exciting to see it all together in this format. And if you didn't hear I lost my website. If you tried to go to Harmonica 123 in the last few days, it's not there. And it's almost, the redo of the site is almost done. It's been a week or so working on it. And I'm excited to share the new site. It should be live tonight or tomorrow. And there's a total change up going on with the way that I'm going to be doing business with harmonica players and teaching in general, and the way that the website is functioning. Things are much more streamlined. No more issues are going to be happening. No more challenges on WordPress. So that's it. Let's see what's going on with you guys. Let me see if I can get to my channel. Oh, I can read the comments easier here. Hello, hello. Blind Al. Clay, thank you, thank you. Thomas is here. What's up, man? Hey, Steve. Um, am I Indian? I am not Indian. Um, most people think I'm definitely some other ethnicity besides just a what's the term, Anglo-Saxon? I don't know, white guy from the U.S. or, but I'm actually not Italian or Indian or Mediterranean or Hispanic or my heritage is Russian, German, a little bit of Polish. That's kind of my background. I take no offense to anything. I love my Indian people. Some of the most beautiful women I know are Indian women. I find them to be beautiful. So I take that as a compliment. Uh, Not that I'm an Indian woman. All right, what the hell am I talking about? Yeah, 3 steps out the door. That was it. Yep, Clay, happy to share all this stuff. Yeah, I don't know what that song's about. Yeah, it sounds about right. Bumping into a dude with a gun. Uh, I don't know. Aren't we all mixed? Yeah, we're all kind of mutts, aren't we? Sort of. All right, before I go, Sandy Weltman's coming Saturday. If you want to check out a cool class on patterns and licks, I'll put links to that where you can sign up. Everything's recorded. And in November, Joe Falisco's coming back, talking about Big Walter Horton, and that is going to be a stellar class, breaking down all the nuances and layers of Big Walter's style. So I'm excited about it. Appreciate you guys jumping in today. Let me just play the line again. The reason this line is a great one to practice if you're a hardcore blues harmonica player or a second position player is that it focuses all draw notes. There are no blow notes in the lick. And I think it's really important to practice these types of things because that's what sounds the best is focusing on those draw notes versus playing like a draw blow pattern. It doesn't really sound bluesy to go draw blow. And this one forces you to really utilize all the blues notes, all the blues scale notes. In fact, besides the 4 blow, you have all the notes represented in the scale. You have 4 draw, 4 bend, 3 draw half step, 2 draw, and 2 full step bend. No, we don't have it. We don't have the 2 full step or the 5 draw. That's not in the riff, but whatever. You get all these other good notes to practice, and it forces you to do this long inhale draw thing, which is great training for becoming a great harmonica player, especially a blues harp player. If you want a real good challenge, get all your air out and really extend the line. And get your air out. And see how long you can slow it down and extend it. It's really good. It's the equivalent to doing weight training. You're building up this skill of slowing down the air, and it's not. It really is just a skill you need to develop. Slow inhale. Oh, I don't know about that. I never heard that little Morrison played the tambourine. That I could see at the start, and then he wanted more, so he learned harmonica. Well, he didn't play the harp on the song. John Sebastian played it, at least in the recording when they were in the studio. Maybe he ended up learning it for the tour. Maybe that's what you mean. And maybe I don't know enough about the Doors or Morrison to know that answer. It was Roadhouse. You sat in. See, everyone's sitting in playing Roadhouse. That comes up constantly. They had to figure out the licks in the bathroom. I'm sure that was fun. Dudes coming in and out, and you've got a harp. It's like one place I don't want to play my harmonica is a bathroom. I'm sure I have, but there's just something about that. Just doesn't seem right. Yeah, maybe John was behind the curtain like the Oz. Maybe he was behind the curtain playing, and Jim Morrison was playing air harmonica. All right, y'all. This is a blast to just connect for a short little live stream. I appreciate all of you who have joined the membership this week. I've had some new members join, and it's really cool to see the support. It's the best way to support me. In fact, just a little bit of a spoiler alert, my new business model for Harmonica 123 is centered around the membership. Everything's there, all my classes and notes. It's the most affordable way to purchase instruction from me by a long shot and gives you the most value. And I might not be selling classes. Like, I had a whole shop where after a class was over, you could buy the recordings and shop all my. I'm not going to have that. Not for now, though. Not for the foreseeable future. And you might be thinking, Ronnie's nuts. And I am kind of crazy because there was a lot of interest in that. But guess what? You can still buy them if you sign up for the classes because you'll get the recording. This is assuming you're not a member. You will. There's a way to get my material, but the best way is just become a member. If you don't want to join live classes, $35 a month, you get all the classes. Again, check the video description. I'll come back with another short video, hopefully soon, where we can just work on one little thing. I think these are better ways to spend our time. Yeah, I hear you. C. Reese, you're totally right. I'm going to read your comment. I'm appreciated that you revamped the site every time I consider looking at it. Not only was it confusing, it was like, what's over here? What's on the homepage look like shit? I was just so unhappy with everything about it. I equate it to having an old warehouse, that's like 100,000 square feet, some ginormous warehouse building, and I'm using like 10% of it on broken shelves and no one can find anything. Things are kind of halfway working. It wasn't a good fit for anybody, not for me and not for you guys at all. So the new site is very simple. You can't, it's so easy to see. You'll see. It's very simple. It's much more trimmed down and streamlined. There's access to signing up for memberships. And there's a call out to upcoming classes you can purchase if you don't want to be a member. And then there's a little information about me and a contact page. That's about it. That's it. Description of what the membership gets you. That's it. There's nothing. There's no storefront. And I'm a little freaked out about it, but I have this feeling that people are going to catch on and go, maybe I should check out that membership for 1 month just to see what it's all about and see if there's enough value to keep my interest and keep me busy and focused on getting to the next level with my blues harp. It's almost up. I think you mean Harmonica 123, not Music 123. It's almost, it should be up tonight or tomorrow. When it's up, I'll come on and do a live stream. How's that? Or I'll post a video that says it's live, it's ready. I'll announce it. So that means soon. Very soon I'll do that. Oh, it's all good. I don't take any offense to that. Y'all make it a great day. I hope to see you in the membership Q&A or in a live class sometime, or I hope to see you in my inbox saying hello. And I'm always here as a resource at info@harmonica123.com. Again, this Saturday, Sandy Weltman, and on November 15th is Joe Falisco. That's the best way to support me outside of being a member, also here on YouTube. Thank you for being a member. That's really cool. If you've signed up to chip in $1, $2, $5, whatever you did per month, all the people that have the little symbols near their names, those must be all my members, I would assume. Like Thomas. Yep. Anybody else? Pete. I really appreciate, or Guy, thank you for being a member here. And Hethion, thank you so much. Steve is here, those as a member. Anybody that's a member, I don't know what the difference on the symbols. I should know this. It's my YouTube membership, and I don't know, and I apologize. But I know that it's basically based on how long you've been a member, probably. But if you've signed up to support monthly, man, I really appreciate that. Every little bit helps. So, it's not easy making a full-time living playing a harmonica. So you got to stay focused, y'all. But hell, it's fun. I'm having a blast. And things are moving in the right direction. And I'm going to have so much more creative energy and time to do stuff like this on YouTube now that I'm not putting out fires with the old website. I spent 50% of my days problem solving issues on the website and helping customers who couldn't process orders. All that is gone. And I am so fired up for the freedom that I gain from that. So, all right. Did I miss any other chat? Let's see. Yeah, you met John Sebastian, Dennis. Very nice. Yeah, I also met him. He's a really sweet guy, really kind. I met him at a spa event. Heiko from Germany. Thank you for being here and being a member. It's good to see your name pop up. You've been a longtime supporter at Harmonica 123, checking out my classes. And I really appreciate your support for doing that, man. Same with Thomas, who's here, TN Kid. Thank you. Just catching up on the chat, bro. Let's see what's else going on. Oh, interesting. The guy, Sebastian, played the harp in the bathroom on that recording. Well, that makes sense. And I just said I wouldn't want to do that because the echo, the quality of the reverberation would sound really good. When I recorded Chicago sessions back, that CD back in 2006 or 7, the amps, the small little amps we used were in the bathroom. It was a home studio, and you got that nice reverb from the bathroom going on. I recognize your name, Cotard. Cotard. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing, but I see you, DJO T1 21076. I saw that you just became a member recently on the site. You signed up for the club. They're amazing, crazy licks, old school harmonica, great. Hey, thanks for checking it out. I appreciate you joining and being a part of the community, man. We got some nice the Q&A sessions are really fun, and I've opened it up to the entire membership, not just the upper tier gold members. Everyone can join those. So the next one's coming up in 3 or 4 weeks, and it's going to be cool to see more people popping in. Right on, Reese. C. Reese. You can always email me if you need to figure out how to get those links, but they'll be in the video description. I'll update everything. Just trying to see what else I missed here. Thanks, Guy. I appreciate that feedback. The low C and the low F with my picture on them. You're talking about the Rocket Low? Yeah. I love these the Rocket Lows. I always have one around. Here's one right here. Thomas, you're asking how long? How long what? How long? Not your fault. I don't understand memberships. Well, the membership, there's 2 memberships. It's make it really quick again, just for those wondering. There's the YouTube membership. They call it a membership, or they call it a join button, or whatever the hell they call it here. And that's just like a small way to support. You can chip in a couple bucks a month or something, or there's higher tiers where I'm doing like ear training licks. If you're spending past like little Walter level tier, you'll see one thing. The main membership that we're talking about mostly here is the Harmonica 123 membership. It gives you access to 160 streaming blues harmonica classes, and almost every one, with the exception of a few, have notes that go with them that are downloadable and accessible within that portal. And it's really ridiculous. You can't think of a harmonica topic, at least a blues harmonica topic, that I haven't covered, other than maybe a few get artists that I've yet to touch on. But like, there's so many guest artist classes and famous song studies and technique classes and blues licks class. It's just insane. So that's what it is. The membership is access to all of the classes and a Q&A approximately every 6 weeks. I do a membership Q&A where I answer questions, give feedback. It's interactive. It's a lot of fun. You're not a member. Hamish loves it. What a great name on your channel. I'm not a member, but I do have an A harp. And Reese, you're in Taiwan. Okay, cool. Pete, come on now, man. Don't give away my secrets. Cat Squirrel by Cream. Nice. I have met John Sebastian. I mentioned that a little earlier. I met him at a spa event. In fact, I got to see the spa event that I met him is when there's a video of it on YouTube. It was John Sebastian and Annie Raines playing together. I'm pretty sure that was the one I caught, unless I'm just dreaming up that that was the one I was at. But I met him at a spa event. Either way. Oh, I see, Thomas. Yeah. The different icons are how long you've been a member here on YouTube. Yeah. The B Radical's gone. It sold immediately. But I do have, I don't know if I want to let it go. I got two things, I got a couple more chromatics. If anybody needs a chromatic, just shoot me an email at info@harmonica123.com. Those are like 270s, Honer 270s. My favorite. I got a couple of those. And I got this wood mic, y'all. Now it looks like crap. Like you can see where when it was made, it was beautiful, but the wood hadn't finished drying all the way and it was put into a felt bag and all the felt kind of got embedded into the wood. So if you don't care what it looks like, see how there's crap on it, but it's not, it feels smooth. It looks worse than it is. It's smooth. If you don't care how it looks, I don't even know if I want to sell this yet, but I will say this. It's the perfect shape and size. Imagine a bulletini slightly larger or an astatic shell slightly smaller in between the two. And the crystal is the element is I want to say the old Japanese crystals, which were killer, really hot and nasty breakup. I should demo this at some point in the video. It sounds so good. I haven't plugged this in forever. The other thing I have is a Blue X Lab volume control. If anybody needs one, you can reach out to me. I will not ship outside of the US. Let me say it again. I'm sorry. I will never ship to Canada. I will never I just did it and I'll never do it again. I shipped that B Radical thing to Canada and it was like 80 bucks. And who knows how long it'll take and worrying about getting there. I just won't do it. And I'm sorry that excludes anybody that's interested that doesn't live in the US. But if you live in the United States and you want me to ship it to you, I got a couple things. I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna let go of all of my stuff, but I got a few microphones I'm just not using right now. I got too many still, and I got a couple other odds and ends that I might let go of. So you can let me know. I don't know what I'll ask, what the price I'll ask, but it would be nothing too crazy. I'm not trying to rip anybody off, try to keep it fair. And that's it for now. This live stream has gone on a little longer than I expected. I think it's time to wrap it up. Let me just see if there's anything else I missed. I have never been to Indonesia. Seems like a beautiful place to visit. Oh yeah, are you kidding? So Reese is asking, does the membership on my site also include like the packs? Like I had a Back Porch Blues series of front porch. It's everything I've ever created. Anything you've ever seen me talk about that has to do with like I'm teaching a class, I'm doing this from 5 years ago till today is now on Vimeo, password protected on a Vimeo portal, and you can stream them all. I'll demo the portal so you can see them, but everything is there. Anything I've ever talked about as far as a class is there. All the guest artist classes, the summits, everything. Yeah, Orange Blossom Dudes was that song. You're right, Guy. And I can't remember if that's the one I was at. It had to have been. It feels like it was like 10 years ago or something, or 8 years ago. The membership even gives you a 6-pack. That's a good one. Hi, how are you? Thanks for being in the live stream, Yana. I still want to call you Yana. Yana. Am I doing it right? We're going to keep talking about the pronunciation of your name until the day you die. Shipping overseas really is a bitch, yeah. Little Walter became larger than life because the myth, the legend, perhaps. But I think part of the reason he became larger than life was because of the way he lived his life and the music that he played. He was a one of a kind. Okay, that's what I got. I look forward to hearing from you guys in my inbox. Just reach out to me when you want to touch base. Let's play the Roadhouse riff one more time. Ah! Don't do that. Let's play it at full speed. Or slow. All right. Great to see everybody. I'll tune in again soon. Make it a great one. Check the video description. After this post, check it later today, tomorrow, for all the good stuff that I've talked about. Hey, Antonio, before I go, I see your comment, and thanks for being a member on YouTube. Maybe I should just translate that real quick. Hold on. You guys got me real curious. Hold on a second. Portuguese to English. I'd love to be fluent in English, but unfortunately I'm not. I could benefit from more from your classes and live streams anyway. Absolutely. Thankfully, music is a universal language, so absolutely, my friend. And thanks for tuning in, everybody. Tony, what's up? Tony's here. Another Harmonica 123. I want to say you're more of a recent member. You signed up for the membership there. Thanks for being a member. Thanks to all of you who just tune in and give the video a like, or just for tuning in. Please do subscribe if you want to hang out again with me, and I will see you before you know it. Adios.